I'm off a daily fantasy. His number too high, then I'm probably fading him. He been on the road, he gon' eat up my salary. I hit up by, he gon' lie before lock. Play back to back, then I probably won't pick on the DFS Bachelor, good as it gets. Build a few liners and hit me a leg. He had a good game, but it might be a trick. Log in the Slack so I know who to pick. Sharing our liners, we all gon' get rich. New to this game, you should come to the pad. You might want some cash and get a good laugh. DFS Sports, we gon' run up a bag. He heard every game and it's making me mad. You buying your lineups, I think you a cheater. DFS Bachelor, he the new leader. Yeah.
What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Bachelor Pad. I, of course, am your host of DFS Bachelor. And when we're talking WNBA, you know my brother's going to be on here with me, Mr. Dion Boykin. We are going over Tuesday, July 28th, FanDuel and DraftKings WNBA slate. We have a 3-game slate. First things first, before we get into everything, a big cheers to you all. Seriously appreciate you all so much. Thank you for all your support, your kind words, comments, sharing your screenshots of love out on Twitter. I appreciate all of that. I know we both do. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the team. Be sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Get access to all of our content, MLB, WNBA, NBA, NFL. I'll be over at sportsbookreview.com, all sorts of stuff. Click that bell icon so you get a notification. I get a lot of things like, oh, hey, just saw your video. It's like, dude, I've had like 4 videos out, and you're saying you just saw this one. I don't understand how that works. So click the bell icon, then you'll never have a question. You'll just know when we put a new video up. Hit that like button. Really appreciate all of that. Also, by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment in the comment section, you qualify for our weekly $25 PayPal giveaway. We announce that winner every Monday. Don't forget to check out Overlay DFS. Enter promo code DFS Bachelor when you sign up over there. Hit them up for their first deposit bonus, overlaydfs.com. You can hit them up at Overlay DFS on Twitter. It's a lot of fun. You don't have to be perfect. You're not playing against the field. You're just playing against yourself. You get the picks right, you're going to be doing just fine. You can go 8-4. It's typical to, you can turn $20 into $180. It's probably one of my better sweats. I love that, especially when you have a chance at the jackpot. And NBA is right around the corner, so hit them up. For those of you playing my prize picks, we will go over a couple of those picks at the end of the video. Enter promo code NDO for my prize picks. They have all sorts of different promotions going on, so be sure to check that out as well. How you doing tonight, my brother?
Man, I'm great. But, you know, I hate these one day off things, bro, because that playing MLB shit, this is a killer, man.
Yeah. MLB's been good to me so far. Tonight, I'm not so sure. Mike Montgomery fucked me. He not as bad as Caleb McBride. Like, Caleb McBride, I would leave stranded on the side of the road if her car broke down. I would probably still help out Mike Montgomery. Caleb McBride, a big special you. Like, what an absolute joke that was. Like, get the fuck out of here. If you'd have told me that game was going to be 88-86, I'd have just been over the moon before that started. Caleb McBride's price, absolute embarrassment. So, window licker of the fucking century right now is Caleb McBride. But let's hope for better. We had some great plays, and you know, we got a ton of screenshots. A lot of people did really, really well. So I like to see that. So even though she royally screwed me, I thought it was still cool. It was still good. So 3 games. The good news is we have some information. The bad news is there are a couple injury things. DeWanna Bonner, we're still keeping an eye on. Was there one more player who we were going to see if plays, or just her? Yeah, it's just her.
Yeah.
Luckily, everything's late swap. You can follow myself or Dion on Twitter at DionBoykin1, at DFS Bachelor, news, updates, starting lineups, etc. We have all of that there, so be sure to follow us there on Twitter. We do our best to get as much information as possible. It can be tough in WNBA, but check it out there. Also, if you're playing MLB, NBA, NFL, you can click that link in the description below. You can get my player pool if you use that link. Projections, advanced stats, research. It cuts the research way down for me in baseball because, you know, I just don't have time to go through every single player, these fucking 12-game slates. Well, today went from 10 to 9 to 8. Scary stuff with Major League Baseball. WNBA's in a bubble, so we don't have to worry about them canceling. What we just have to worry about is getting information. So you can click that link, try Draft Dashboard, 30 days for $1 right now. Get my player pool for all the major sports. When hockey starts, we'll have a player pool for that as well. So, should we just get right to Top Guards Fanduel?
Let's get it. Yeah, man. All right, so starting off at the top, we got Courtney Vandersloot. Like, she didn't have the game we thought she was gonna have last game, but 2 points away from a double-double, 8 points, 4 rebounds, 11 assists with only 3 turnovers. So I mean, that's really good because normally she has a shitload of turnovers just because she's trying to get the assist.
Right.
But I think you still go back to her, but GPP for me right now. DeWanna Bonner, like you said, we still got question marks around that play. So, but if she does play,
love her price.
I really do. So I think you definitely can go back there. As we saw, her and Alyssa Thomas together, that's probably just going to be something crazy. Like,
Right.
but we said that too on the first pod
Yeah.
that them two together is going to be something crazy, and we saw that.
It's a WNBA Finals rematch. Washington, Connecticut. High score. Should be a high-scoring game. Of course, Washington's not the same. Neither is Connecticut, for that matter. But Washington's really depleted. Didn't matter much against Indiana.
Man, it did not at all.
Right.
Diamond DeShields, man, we gotta wait and see what the fuck is going on because she don't have a GTD, nothing beside her name. Just
She played 15 minutes.
Yeah, but that's not the Diamond DeShields that we know.
No, well, the coach just decided to start Kalia Copper, and if it stays that way, you can't play DeShields. Obviously, she's it's out.
Yeah.
No.
So if
It's
she
surprising.
starts, if we see that she starts, then it's a late game.
Here's the thing: Chicago won the game. They beat a very good Las Vegas team. Why would you change anything? Kalia Copper played pretty well too.
Yeah. So
it was weird.
We'll see what happens. But yeah, nobody expected that shit.
Right.
Message
I didn't. I was just like, what the hell is going on?
And it's so crazy because like they'll message us and it's like, what the fuck, bro? If I was the GM, I would tell you what the hell is going on.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I don't work in the offices of the Chicago Sky, so I don't know why the fuck their weird ass coach is starting a lesser player at shooting guard. I have absolutely no idea. Wish I did.
Man.
You know?
Trust me, if I could give y'all a good answer, I would. But shit,
there's lots of weird shit. The Lindsey Allen thing with Vegas and Indiana not starting Tierra McCowan and
actually played Careless Ward pretty good minutes, yo.
I just don't.
I was like, come on, don't do this to me.
I don't understand it. I really don't. I don't get it. That's why I'm drinking Tuesday night talking. Just like I don't get it.
Man, so Chelsea Gray, I really like her price. We saw 29 fantasy points in a blowout, yo. So if this Chicago game is competitive like it should be competitive, man, I definitely will take that one.
Chicago notoriously gives up a lot of points to opposing backcourts, paced up game.
Chelsea and personally, I think this is probably my favorite guard, 6'5" and above.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
that price, if Bonner's fully healthy, but yeah, I like Chelsea Gray at 6'6".
Yeah, exactly. And we don't even know if she's going to be fully healthy.
Right.
So, then if we go down, Jewel Lloyd, as we saw, she played well with Sue Bird and Stewie on the court. It just gives her more opportunities that it didn't give her last year.
Sure.
So, because they can spread the floor way better than what those up-and-coming players were doing last year. Like, don't get it twisted. It wasn't that they did bad. It's just that wasn't the game for her. Like, with those two on the court, it's the game for her. So, GPP play. Sue Bird, don't mind that price at 5'8". Again, blowout. I still expect her to play minutes, so I wouldn't be concerned with the last game. It just wasn't no need for her to come back in the game. Like, seriously.
She played well, too. And we'll get to her on DraftKings because they even went lower.
You got to think about it. She's much older than Brianna Stewart. So you let your veteran rest, and you let Stewie actually get back into game shape.
Right. Absolutely.
Jasmine Thomas, she just...
There's another fuck you. Fuck you, Jasmine Thomas.
She looks super lost out there. And you would think that she wouldn't, but she really did. So hopefully this next game clicks well. She has good history versus team. We just, man, again, I would just go there in GPPs. Allie Quigley, another one. Another GPP spot. Brittany Sykes, we talked about her. Anybody that's going to block Brittany Griner shot is cool in my book. So I'll definitely go right back there. They're going to need her defense. Like I told y'all, defensive minded. So that's where the Chicago guards are going to have problems because they got the likes of these players that can actually hold their own on defense. Other than that, Leilani Mitchell, I don't have a ton of interest in her, but yeah, she should be a solid play. Right. Since they really don't have too many other players anyway.
Right.
But And
Right.
that's
Right. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I'll go over here to DraftKings. So DraftKings, Jasmine Thomas is at 7-8, and you talked about her at 5-8 on FanDuel. Major disappointment the first game. I will say this: if DeWanna Bonner is out for some reason, if she does not play with that minor knee injury, it looks like, then Jasmine Thomas becomes exponentially more valuable to me. If DeWanna Bonner plays, she's 9-5 on DraftKings. I'm all over that. If she's ready to go and starts, I'm playing her at 9-5.
yeah. Because here's the thing: even if we find out that DeWanna Bonner is going to play, but she's not all the way 100%, then we definitely can play Jasmine Thomas, because that means DeWanna Bonner is not going to have the ball as much as she should, because
Right.
you want to do as little as possible to not make things worse.
Right.
So spot up shots, shit like that, little back downs, but not none of that bringing the ball up court, because that shit, people checking you at half court.
Exactly.
Like, that puts too much strain on her. So yeah, if
Exactly.
we find out she's at least the slightest bit limited, then you can definitely go Jasmine Thomas.
And I feel like then we have this issue with Bonner last year, and she was fine and played a shit ton of minutes, and we were all worried about her playing, and she played it. I think DeWanna Bonner's a beast. 9-5 is way too cheap. She's priced way too low. Chelsea Gray's at 8,600. I think that's too low. She's 700 cheaper. Again, Chicago, you'll look at DraftKings right now, and you'll say, oh, they're first against guards. Well, they played against Vegas. Asia Wilson and Hamby and McCautry just dominated while Kayla McBride was shitting her pants on the court. And Jackie Young played all right. That was the bulk of Vegas' backcourt points. This is a much different monster in Chelsea Gray, so I do like that price. Jordan Canada at 7-9, that's just silly. Leilani Mitchell's at 7-5. Like, you talked about Brittany Sykes, and she's way down here at 6'3 on DK, so we'll wait till the next stanza to go over that. But I would rather take a starting Leilani Mitchell than a bench Brittany Sykes in LA, I think. And the Connecticut and Washington have a tendency to be high-scoring games. Again, the teams are a lot different than they were when they played last year. But still, I think this is a paced-up game. I think it's a high-scoring game. I could go Leilani Mitchell. And if I'm going to stop here at 7K, Jewel Lloyd's at 7-2. I don't mind that against Minnesota. I think 7-2 is a pretty nice price for her. There's going to be a lot of value at guard. That's just the bottom line. When we get to, there's a lot of value at guard. We'll talk about Sue Bird when we get over there on DraftKings momentarily. But that's it for me up top on DraftKings at guard. Let's go over to FanDuel. Or let's go to guard, FanDuel, and go your value plays, 5K and under.
I will say this about Gabby Williams, that 5K price tag. I wish she was cheaper. I wish she was down like 4 or 5 or something like that.
She got the minutes, though. She played a bunch of minutes, and Diamond DeShields did not.
Yeah, and you got to remember, too, they got her playing the point forward as well.
Right.
So I love that. That's the Gabby Williams that we want, is the point forward, not the one that's just out there running around in circles. Because when she play point forward, like, she can do what she did. 26 points in the last game. Like, 14.7 rebounds, and she normally have assists to go with those, so she didn't even start racking up assists yet. So, yeah. When she dropped down in price, I definitely jump on that. But GPP, Wakana Williams, she did okay. She did all right. You can look there. Lexi Brown, she
played 29 minutes. She didn't do shit in 29 minutes, but she did play 29 minutes.
And see, I was telling Bash before we got on, the one to watch is Crystal Dangerfield, 3,800. Man, when she came in the game, she looked really good. 10 points, 2 rebounds, an assist, a steal. Like, she really was the reason why they came back, because she just gave them that spark that they needed. Now, I just told Bash this. She's the one to watch, because she's going to take somebody's starting spot. Somebody's starting spot ain't safe between Lexi Brown and Shanice Johnson. I really think it's Lexi Brown. Like you said, she just didn't really do much. Shanice Johnson, I like. She didn't hit value, but she really was close. I mean, I think you can go back there.
What about Ariel Atkins at 4-4? I know she shit the bed the first game, but damn, that's cheap, dude.
That is crazy that she dropped that low. Like, again, if this was the playoffs, I'd be like, hell no, not doing it. But it's not. She actually plays well during the regular season. That was just an off game, and they were beating the shit out of them anyway. And Hines Allen was getting everything. So when shit like that go off of players like Hines Allen that don't normally score what she did, you just keep feeding her the ball and let her have a career day, and that's what they basically did.
Right, and of all the players down here, 4-5 and below, Kalia Copper, if she starts again, 20, maybe, but that defensive backcourt for LA is good. But Ariel Atkins has the most 30-point upside. It's not even close. You know, she has huge upside. Tia Cooper played pretty good, but that was a blowout game. So I would be weary of like the Simone Augustuses and the Tia Cooper. They got their minutes because they are getting the shit beat out of them by Phoenix. So if this is a competitive game, I don't expect them to get those kind of minutes.
You not go 6 for 6 from the field like that.
No.
Jumper's wet. Jumper's still wet.
Yeah.
Now, don't get twisted. She gonna have some games where we talk about her, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like you said, Ariel Atkins 4-4. That's a lot. That's a lot. Brianna Holmes. Bria Holmes. She didn't do what we wanted her to do last game. Again, if she starts again, you can look at her. But Atkins is the real player, 4-4.
Yep.
And then they priced Christmas Kelly at 3K again. So that's the lock play. It's a free square. Again, 3K does not hurt your salary. Last year before the All-Star break, somebody took down a tournament with Brianna Jones, who was like 3K and didn't fucking play, and they won the tournament.
That's right. You can do that in WM. It was a high-scoring day on Sunday. You don't see near 300. It was near 300 points. You don't see that very often in WNBA. Everybody went off. All the value went off. Things will start to change a little bit. Karima Christmas Kelly, she did play 19 minutes, so I'm encouraged by that. 3K is still too cheap. Here's what happened. They put these prices out while the games were still going on Sunday, so they weren't able to adjust for the results. So, again, if she busts, you only need her to get 15. If she busts and gets you 10, it doesn't really matter at minimum salary. Oftentimes, if your minimum salary player down there gets you 10 points, that will win you a tournament in WNBA oftentimes. So, I completely agree with...
And we talked about it. We said Cheryl Reed does not say things that she don't mean. She said she wanted to try to get her 20 minutes a game.
And she did it.
She did.
She fucking did it. So, thank you, Cheryl Reed. Because some of these WNBA people piss me off. So, let's go to DraftKings under 7K. Allie Quigley at 6'9". I think that's a fucking really fair price for Allie Quigley. I don't mind. If she gets hot from 3, she can smash that. Oh, yeah. Rakana Williams at 6'7". I don't mind that. Ariel Atkins is at 6K. It's going to be hard for me not to play her on both sides. I know she shit the bed the first game. You got to remember, that game was an absolute blowout. So she only had to play 20. She was 4 or 6 from the field. She played 21 minutes, but she just didn't really have to. She still scored 10 points. She didn't have to do anything else because they were just beating the crap out of a helpless Indiana team. Ariel Atkins is way too cheap. I think that's a lock. I really do. Then you come down to the best value play on both sides. It was going to be Brianna Stewart. For those of you who were watching earlier, Brianna Stewart was mispriced at 3,200. So some of you may have made a lineup. I tried to go in after I saw that, and I was like, they're definitely going to fix that. But I went in and made like 10 lineups anyways, just in case like they switched it and I would get to keep it, just some sort of unfair advantage because I'm an asshole that way. But no. Kalia Copper at 4.9. If she starts again, I could go there against LA. Sue Birds at 4,600. She dropped by 300. That's just stupid. Now, again, she is fighting for minutes with Jordan Canada and all that, but she's still going to get out, in a competitive game, she'll play 25 minutes, and she could put up 35 points. She's 4,600. That is a free square on DraftKings. You take it, and you move right along. You got Christmas Kelly at 4.2. See, on FanDuel, it's Christmas Kelly because, you've got Sue Bird at 58 and Christmas Kelly at minimum salary. On DraftKings, they're only 400 apart. I'll take Sue Bird at 4,600. I won't even bother with down here. Title of my sex tape. Crystal Dangerfield, you talked about her. She's at 3,300 on DraftKings. So I don't mind sprinkling her into some tournaments. If she gets a 20 at 3,300, you can really pay up for a lot of other plays. I think that's a pretty fucking sweet play at 3,300.
It's 800 on FanDuel.
A Sue Bird, and Crystal Dangerfield lineup, and then you're just paying up everywhere else on DraftKings at your other 5 position or your other 4 positions. I don't hate it.
Yep.
I could get down with that in tournaments. soft pricing at guard on DraftKings for me. A lot of decent prices. It's going to be hard for me to pick my top 3 over there. Really soft pricing.
I know it.
As far as I'm concerned. All right, let's move over to forwards. Let's get out of guards. Because we all know what the strategy is, especially on FanDuel. Pay down at guard, pay up at forward. Except for DeWanna Bonner, you can pay up for her because she's a guard and a forward.
Right.
What do you like up top here on FanDuel at forward?
Well, we still gonna go on back to Stewart. Like I was telling somebody, 8K is still too cheap for her on FanDuel. It's still really cheap. Like, again, that was a blowout game in New York. Well, not technically a big blowout game, but still, she didn't have to play a ton of minutes like she would have been in a competitive game. This should be a way more competitive game with these two teams. Well, you gotta hope that it is, because I don't know, those guards for Minnesota, man,
they're so terrible. They're so bad.
They kind of iffy. So
they're kind of iffy. They're fucking like, how could they let Danielle Robinson go? They're just like, fuck it, we'll just play these two just terrible, terrible backcourt players.
Tell you,
and,
Dangerfield.
Crystal Dangerfield. I hope she does take the job. She deserves it. We'll have to see. It's very fickle. WNBA is fickle.
Brianna Stewart, when she did play this team, nothing less than 45, all 3 means.
That's interesting because Minnesota is notoriously tough inside. Sylvia Fowles is the real deal. You guys all saw that. It's a joke.
But you gotta understand, like, Sylvia Fowles cannot stop Brianna Stewart,
right?
Because Brianna Stewart is running around her the whole time,
right?
So that just does not work. Now, Nafisa Collier, better, but she undersized, man. When it comes to
she'll be
Stewart.
dealing with Natasha Howard. I think you will see fouls on Stewart. I don't know, because if you put whoever gets that Fowles defense is going to have the quickness advantage. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So even if you get Fowles in trouble, like you get her in foul trouble, like you have Dantas, no. No.
They started Dantas. They started Damaris Dantas.
Yeah, so I mean, you got her, but that's work.
Yeah,
It's work city. So yeah. Brianna Stewart, I don't even think about it. I'm locking it in. Looked really good. We were talking about that shit before the pod. Like, if you would never be able to tell that she got hurt last year.
Yeah, like, she looked good.
Injury, like, she looked really good, doing whatever she want and getting whatever she want. But on to the next. Alyssa Thomas, she had a great first half. Then Batch went ahead and jinxed her. I'm just going.
I didn't jinx it. She still got like 45 or 40. She was good.
He dead ass texted me.
Here's what Alyssa Thomas does.
Second half, like she normally does that. That's what the
How many times has she done it where she's gotten 30 in the first half and a goose egg in the second half? I've seen her do it at least 10 fucking times. So I ended up fully fading her on accident. I didn't mean to. I just got caught up in like changing shit around, and I had family in town. I was just hectic. I started drinking at fucking 6 in the morning or something. Watching midget porn. I don't know. So, and then I see it. It's like 25 in the first quarter, and I'm like, oh shit. Then it was 31 or something at halftime. I'm like, oh fucking shit. And then I was like, no, this is what she does. She won't get shit in the second half. She only got like 14, but still 45 at 7,600. Come on. She hit 6x. I didn't jinx her that much.
No, you did not that much, but she could have. Come on, man, that 60 was covered at 50.
I know, fuck her. I didn't want that 60.
That's fucked up. No. I was sitting so good, and then I looked up, and I texted him. I was like, "You fucker!"
I know. I hadn't even checked because I was so busy that day, so I hadn't looked to see what happened in the second half, and all I saw was the text, "You fucker," and I knew that she was not going off in the second half.
I was so mad, but yeah.
But she's in a great spot, I think, against Wash. Wash doesn't have anyone defensively that can do, they have no size. Alyssa Thomas should be able to have her way in this matchup. Now, when we say that, since she just got a 45, she could come back and get us 5.
Yep.
She can. It won't happen. I do like the matchup. Sorry, continue on.
Collier, like her, we saw that she struggled a little bit in the beginning of the game. Now, she's probably going to struggle a little bit because I believe she'll probably see some Alicia Clark defense with the way they had they starting rotation.
Yeah.
Because she was at the 3 when she started, right?
That's right. That's correct.
Yeah.
They will
Yep.
play her at the 5. They will do it, but she's
Yeah.
she's
Yeah.
at the
They're
3.
gonna do it. But yeah, she probably gonna struggle a little bit more. But I still like her versus this team. Again, you have to wait for the article for all the research and everything. But I do like her. Boom, like NECA, like
I like NECA a lot.
said it. If you want somebody that's safer, you're gonna go NECA. You're gonna go Parker and GPPs. NECA is definitely the safest cash play. The second safest cash play on the slate behind Stewie.
Yeah.
To me, but yes, definitely love the price for her still.
Yep.
Cause she just went up like 300 or 100 or so.
Yeah, she's 7,300. Look, she's gonna be mid-30s, 40s. She's gonna be on the court a ton. She's gonna be doing all the rebounding, all the dirty work, scoring inside, blocking shots. Paced up game against Chicago. The one thing I do worry about is if Stephanie Dolson's standing out at the 3-point line, that could take NECA away from the boards a little bit. So that does sort of concern me. Isn't this Candace Parker's hometown in Chicago?
Yeah. I was about to say this is more of a Candace Parker game. Now,
right.
I wish we had the traveling and all that, and none of this bullshit was going on. That would have made it that much sweeter because the first game was them at Chicago anyway. So, but I think we can still go there. Mm-hmm. We can definitely still go there. Her daughter's gonna be at the game, and she can see her mom put it on her, hometown team. So,
yeah,
definitely.
I like Candace Parker a lot. I know she's just not the same player. I don't think she's as good as she used to be. Mm-hmm. And all of last year, but hometown, she's got 50-point upside and she's 7-1. So you got to play her.
Yep.
Yep.
Down to Sylvia Fowles, really like her still. She stayed the same price.
Yeah.
6,500. Like
this is a tougher matchup than Brianna Jones and Alyssa Thomas. Yeah. Much tougher with Howard and Stewie, but we saw Sylvia Fowles is back. Yeah. She's ready to rock.
And you got to remember, I told you we talked about this last year. She's chasing that rebound record as well. Right. Now, she's probably going to break it this next game, but she ain't trying to let nobody break that record for years to come. Like, she's
going to be chalk. She was chalk, though. I was surprised kind of how chalky she was in the first game. I thought people would be up, but she's going to be mega chalk in this one at 6'5", coming off a 50-point performance.
Oh, hell yeah. Because everybody anybody saw that is looking at that number beside her name right now and going,
I think the lady right below her, Emma Meesman's a nice pivot off of that because she let some people down. So I think for tournament, even though I'm going to have plenty of Sylvia Fowles, I'm not fading her. Don't get me wrong. That's fucking stupid.
Well, actually, no. Because I'm checking out her history right now. In her last games, because the year before that, I guess it was because she was sending a lot of double teams last year, but last year she did not do well at all versus them. The most she got was 32 in four meetings versus Seattle.
You'll still take 32 at 6,500. That's 5x.
Hell yeah. You still gonna take that. But the year before that, man, 58. 38, 64. You see it. She still got the upside.
I'm going to play her. I'm just saying for tournaments, if you play her, just understand that 50% of the field is going to be playing Sylvia Fowles at least. She was 52% owned, I want to say, on FanDuel on Sunday. She's going to be that again. So if you're looking for a pivot, 200 cheaper, I think less people will be on Emma Meesman and Candace Parker. I think Candace Parker will be low owned too, about 600 higher as well. So there's some tournament pivots if you're trying to be different, making multiple lineups. That's the way I would go.
Definitely. Alicia Clark, really solid game.
Too expensive.
That's way too high. Hines Island, I don't think I'm chasing that 6K price.
Nope. She got the 42. Congratulations. She's probably going to start again. I don't know what the fucking deal is with Tiana Hawkins. No one let us know, which is surprising because Washington is usually really good at letting us know. So they say it happened in warm-ups. Maybe they just didn't bother getting it out there. 6K. I don't expect to see another 42-point fantasy performance from Aisha Hines Allen. I can't pay that price for her. That's a huge. No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I cannot do it. No way.
Now, the one person I want to talk about is Cheyenne Parker. If I'm not mistaken, let me look real fast.
She got minutes, dude. No, you are right. She played minutes. But she's still too expensive. 5'9" for Cheyenne Parker? Eesh. You need her to get 30. She can. She can get 30 in like 16 minutes. We know that.
She did it twice last year versus this team.
Oh, God damn it.
24, 26. She played minutes versus this team as well. Mm-hmm. And I think it works well because this is not a Steph Dawson game because they going to run. And you got to think about it. NECA runs.
Right.
NECA runs, bro. Like, Steph Dawson ain't keeping up with that the whole game. So, this might be a Cheyenne Parker game. That might be the GPP play that really help you.
Ooh, that's a big price.
I wanted to look it up before I, put my foot in my mouth. But I thought I remembered that she does actually get off versus this team as well. So I just wanted to.
At least somebody's getting off because it's dry over here. It's dry at the bachelor pad. There's something weird in the water. The women are walking funny over here and stuff. They're looking all weird. These small towns, those redneck girls, you're like, ooh, your dad's your uncle. It's bad. It's real bad.
Shut up, bro. All right, go ahead.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
DraftKings, bro.
I don't know. Yeah, DraftKings. DraftKings. I got distracted there for a moment thinking about these funky-ass women in this town. I love women, too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not being a dick here. The women in this town, there's something in the water, man. They're walking all bow-legged and cross-legged and stuff. It's weird. All right, up top, Meesman went down 1,000. Still the most expensive forward at 11,000. I think she's going to be much lower owned. And if you go look at those WNBA Finals, you'll see that Emma Meesman was the WNBA Finals MVP, and she lit this team up, and they had Jonquil Jones at the time. I love Emma Meesman. I think her ownership goes down. Love Meesman tomorrow. Brianna Stewart, still too cheap at $10,600. I guess I should say this just for anyone. Elena Deladonna is not going to play. I don't know why they keep putting her up there with the questionable tag. She's not playing. Just let me get that straight in case she's your first time watching, and maybe you know who she is. Do not play her. Brianna Stewart at 10.6 is too cheap. Alyssa Thomas at 10,100 is too cheap. Fowles actually went down 200 on DraftKings to 9,900, so hello Chalk City, but you got to love that. Neck at 9.7, Candace Parker at 9.4. I'm going to have exposure to all of them. And then if I'm staying above 8K and above, that's it. I'm not paying 8.1 for Steph Dolson. Probably not paying 8.4 for Damiris Dantas. I really like this price. I like this. I just like all the forwards. I'm going to have exposure to a lot of them and I'm probably going to play 4 forwards in a lot of lineups. 2 guard, use my utility spot. I'm going to take the value at guard. And I'm going to get up and get Meesman and Stewart and Thomas and Fowles and NECA and Candace Parker at 9.4. 50-point upside on DraftKings at 9.4 is massive. Yeah, it's massive. You're talking 7x upside at 9.4 against the Chicago team who did allow the most fantasy points to front courts. McCautry, Hamby, and Asia Wilson torched Chicago in that game. Gotta love the front court again for LA. I don't mind playing them both in the same lineup to be a little different at 9.7 and 9.4 as well. I really don't. I can get down with that. Let's go value FanDuel. 5K and below. He's starting with Ariel Powers. What are we doing with her?
Yep, I definitely like her. 24 minutes, 16 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, and she didn't even have any blocks or steals in that game. You definitely will probably see some in this one because, as we saw, Connecticut was turning that shit over.
Yeah.
A lot. They were just throwing it to the other team. So,
and it was a blowout. Remember, Washington beat Indiana by like 5,500 points. It was like,
Yeah. You definitely should see her play probably in the 30s.
Yeah.
And as far as minutes go, but yeah, definitely let her.
It was the Globetrotters versus the Washington Generals. That's what that was.
Really, yep. And she only went up 200 in price, so that's why I say you can definitely still go back to her because she has 20 points.
Yeah.
She can get you.
How about my Elena Coates call, by the way? A sneaky 20, by the way. A sneaky 20. I didn't know Tiana Hawkins was going to be out, but nonetheless, sneaky 20 by Elena Coates. 4-2. Yeah. Probably a little too expensive now, but just saying it. If Hawkins is out, maybe. Connecticut's not the biggest team anymore, so that's the thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
What else you like down here?
I am probably gonna go back to Brianna Jones. She played well.
Real well.
She played really well that game. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 blocks. Still, you'll take that any day of the week. I told y'all when she see minutes though, she
Mm-hmm.
can do this. Like they know she can do this, which is why they have faith to start her. If they didn't think she can do it, they would have played her 5 minutes and took her ass out. So yeah, Playstone's probably gonna miss again too. So
Well,
that'll work well.
that's the question. She's returned to full court practice Friday. She's close. If she's available, because even
Then,
Mom Premier played minutes for them.
yeah,
That throws a whole monkey wrench in thing. If Teresa plays on, for some reason they say is active and like gonna start, they'll start her.
yeah, they
She's a lock at 3-8 if
Yep.
she starts. But we have to check, wait and see. It's the first game. We'll know right away. We'll know before the game starts. Hopefully.
Yep. Stevens, she's still at 3-8. She started last game. Probably see that again. Definitely probably see that again with Candace Parker and Neca on the court. So
Yep.
definitely like that. Other than that, not touching nothing else. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Nope. Don't want any of that shit. I guess Christina Nigwe, she's going to be the backup forward for LA, not Rashonda Gray.
Right.
Thank you to Derek Fisher and all the LA beat writers who misled us on that. Thank you very much. Way to lend some credibility to the WNBA because it really needs you guys to like it needs your help looking fucking ridiculous with their information. I mean, come on, what a joke. Anyways, moving on. Under 8K, Cheyenne Parker at 7-7. Again, you need her to get 30, maybe. Ariel Powers is at 7-1. Maisha Hines Allen's at 7K. So you need him to get 28. Maisha Hines Allen comes off a 45 and a half, lights the world on fire, plays a little point forward. I guess I could think about it at 7K on DraftKings. I don't know. Probably not. I just, I don't see it. I think it's a trap. I think she's going to be high owned. She's overpriced. She's not.
Definitely just play Ariel Powers, who will probably hit value at that
Yeah,
price.
yeah. And for me, I'm not going to really have to get down here too much because of all of the value at guard. But there are a
Mhm.
couple outliers. Alicia Clark at 6'4" on DraftKings. You can sign me up for that. I'm down with that. She's like, what, 6'2" on FanDuel and 6'4" on DraftKings. That's a much better value on DraftKings. Huge
Yeah.
being the similar price. So, I love that price for Alicia Clark on DraftKings. Then you got Gabby Williams at 4,700. Yeah, I could get down with that. If they're gonna give her the minutes and take them away from Diamond to Shields, fucking sign me up for that. Azura Stevens at 4-6, starting against LA. It is a tougher matchup. Brianna Jones is 4-3 on DraftKings.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
she only
I
needs
seen
to
that.
get you like 17 points. I like all of that. Other than that, that's it. That's as low as I'm going right there.
Yep.
So that's it. Should we get to our top threes?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, top three forwards for you or guards, excuse me, on FanDuel.
I'm gonna go Chelsea Gray. Mm, I'm liking your Leilani Mitchell call more and more. So Leilani Mitchell, and then my value is gonna be Ariel Atkins at 4-4.
Yeah, you have to take that.
Yeah, got to.
I like that. In fact, I have one lineup built on FanDuel right now with both Atkins and Mitchell in it, and Meesman, I believe. I went through stacking that game up a little bit. Over on DraftKings, my top three guards are. I'll go other than Chelsea Gray since you went there. If Dewana Bonner plays and is healthy at 9.5, that's too cheap. She's a $10,000, $11,000 player, so I love that price for her if she's healthy. Here in the middle, I will say, my goodness. I mean, you got to say Sue Bird at 46. That's a lock. That's just stupid. And then, you got Atkins at 6K. I'll say Rakona Williams has a chance to go off at 6'7" against Chicago, especially if they play Kalia Copper. I will go there. And with the caveat of if Dewana Bonner for some reason misses, then you can sign me up for Jasmine Thomas at 7-8. If Dewana Bonner's out, that's the only way I'll do that. Forwards on FanDuel.
Always and forever, Brianna Stewart. Candace Parker. And I am going to take Emma Meesman. for a bounce back.
6'3". Any value? Who's your favorite value?
I really don't like value.
I don't either.
But if I'm taking one, I'm probably gonna go Azura Stevens. I think the matchup fits her a little bit better
than Brianna Jones?
Yeah. Yep.
Those would be the only two, unless Plaisance plays. Stevens and Jones.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go DraftKings forward. So, I mean, the prices are so low. I'll try to do 3 different ones. I mean, Thomas and Fowles at 10-1 and 9-9. That's just too cheap. I like them both. So I'll go 1-2 there. And how about Gabby Williams at 4,700? I'm liking the upside there. I think that's really fucking dirt cheap. Really, what I should say is just pick one of them. I will pick Alyssa Thomas, Alicia Clark at 6'4", and Gabby Williams at 4'7" on DraftKings. I like the prices there. So that's everything for FanDuel and DraftKings. Let's go to My Prize Picks real quick. Don't forget to sign up to My Prize Picks. Go to myprizepicks.com, enter promo code NDO. You just pick the over-under. If you get 4 right, you can win 10 times your money. I went like 1-3. I got my ass kicked. Thank you, Vandersloot. And,
cool, boy.
Thank you, Kayla McBride, and fucking all that nonsense. So these seem a little tough right here. I'm not going to lie. I know. So what do you like on My Prize Picks?
The under for Money Shahan's.
Me too. I mean, fucking, are you kidding? At 30, like, fucking give me the under all day long on that. I'm sorry. Just, nope, I'm not a believer.
Ooh, they got Crystal Dangerfield on here.
Yeah, at 15.6.
Shit, I might have to
rock
with...
That's an honorable mention on DraftKings at 3,300. That's an honorable mention.
Around and start, bro.
Yeah, I like Crystal Dangerfield.
Yo, so y'all just be watching that because her joint is going to be low. Even if you bet it now, it'll probably go up to like 16, 17. If she starts, she's still going to smash that. Like, we saw what she just did with the, 14 fucking minutes that she played.
Yeah.
And she was a difference maker. It wasn't that she played those minutes and, she went off her. No, she was a difference maker in that team winning the game. So that shit matters. Watch what I'm telling y'all. She gonna fuck around and start, and y'all just pound the over on that shit till it get too high, and then just leave it alone.
That's what I like to do. I like to pound it till I get too high. I do at the same time. I'll give one that I really like. I'll take the over on Chelsea Gray, over 27.
Oh, cool.
I like that one. Anything else before we get the hell out of here?
No, brother. We
well,
go ahead.
That's our show. Thank you all again so much. Cheers. I did go through a couple of beers on this show, so there we go. Had some success there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, be part of the weekly PayPal giveaway. Check out Overlay DFS. Enter promo code DFS Bachelor there. MyPrizePicks.com. Enter promo code NDO. May the fantasy gods be with you all. Thank you all again so much. We'll see you in the morning for our MLB picks. Check out Draft Dashboard for all your MLB, NBA, NFL, NHL, DFS. That's all there. You can get my prize pool by clicking that link. Follow us on Twitter. Injury news throughout the day. We will do our best to stay up to date with that. And then we got WNBA Wednesday, right? So we'll be back at this tomorrow night. I kind of like doing it the night before and getting some time in. It frees up some time in the morning. So I like that. Your camera looks good today, too. Your camera looks better than it's looked. It looks good today. I'm looking at it.
I mean, I am pretty
What'd you do? Yeah. Nice.
I stuck my beard a little bit.
Very nice. It looks good. All right. We love you all. Thank you all so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, folks.
Peace.